What's going on, people? It's the Bear here once again. And it's time to poke fun at Hue Jackson and the worst team in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns. I got to do it again. I'm a football fan, And this is actually for Elpresador once again. It's Elpresador. It's another video for Elpresador, because I've been a long time subscriber of Elpresador's for about 7 years now. I know he loves the Cleveland Browns, but he hates Hue Jackson. I don't know who he hates worse, Mike Patino or Hue Jackson, But I just got to talk about this guy here. I got to do it. It's insane how a person like Hue Jackson that can't do anything for a team like the Browns, how bad his ego is and how he thinks he's doing everything right when he's actually doing everything wrong. But a person like Hue Jackson, like Trump, you can't really tell a type of person like him that you're messing up the Cleveland Browns, just like telling Trump you're messing up the country. Because these two have egos that's out of this world. They have egos that's out of this world, man. Seriously. Trump wanted to be involved in the NFL and the protesting and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Trump has got a bad rep right now. He's got a bad rep for this country. His percentage is like 20%. That gets damn near any president impeached. But he's still in office. But anyway, that's for a different. Elpresador, I'm looking out for you, buddy. I'm looking out for you because, like I said, I'm a long-time subscriber of yours, and I know how much you dislike Hue Jackson. And you hate that the Cleveland Browns, for the past 2 seasons, with this guy in charge, okay, how they're going nowhere once again. Besides the 49ers, Cleveland Browns is the worst team in the NFL, right next to the 49ers. And what this guy has such an ego that he don't want to change his scheme of things. It's like his team has become predictable. That's what it basically comes down to. If you can't win more than 2 games a season, your team is pretty much predictable. So the defense or any other team knows exactly your plays. I don't even know how they even won against San Diego last year. But they haven't won anything this year. Hue Jackson, as he stands right now with the Cleveland Browns, is 1-21. That gets any coach fired. Any coach fired. But the problem is this. You can fire Hue Jackson tomorrow. Elpresador, I want you to listen to this. If you ever watch this video, or if somebody shares this video to you or tell you about this. Elpresador, let me tell you this. No matter what kind of coach you get for the Cleveland Browns, Hue Jackson could be fired tomorrow. No matter what kind of coach, you'll never get above average coach. Jimmy Haslam has to come out of his pocket extra in order to get somebody to play for Cleveland, because nobody wants to play for Cleveland. Nobody wants to really coach for Cleveland. Nobody really wants to play for Cleveland. I thought the Bills was bad at one point. The Bills are doing better than the Browns. I thought the Bills was bad. And me being a Patriots fan, and Patriots being up above on the our division once again, I'm happy. But I'm looking out for Elpresador. Listen, Stop being a Pittsburgh Steelers, stop being a Cleveland Brown fan and try the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Baltimore Ravens. Why would you want to keep hoping, that the Cleveland Browns maybe, listen, you're up there in age. I don't want you to have an aneurysm, you know what I'm saying? And end up in the hospital or something like that, raging at the TV, throwing the TV all over, like a punching a wall or something like that, because you raging, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have an aneurysm, seriously. I was like that when I was a Bills fan. I'm going to tell you something, Elpresador and everybody else watching. I'm going to tell you something. Before I went to the Patriots, I was a die-hard Bills fan. I may have said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I was a die-hard Bills fan, okay? But every season, they always disappointed me. Every single season, even when we was close to going to the playoffs, we just couldn't make it. There's that one year when we had that one quarterback, and then that December schedule when we had the Green Bay Packers, we had the New England Patriots, we had the Denver Broncos, and the Oakland Raiders. Okay? They beat every other team but the Oakland Raiders. The worst team in the NFL, the worst team at that time. Every other team besides the Oakland Raiders. That was a setup. I forgot who was quarterback in that time. That was a setup though. Because he didn't want the exposure. And, I was pissed at the Bills. I don't know how long ago that was, but I was just tired of yelling at my TV. Every time I turn around, here go the Bills, another losing season. Can't even make it to the wild card. Another losing season. We had a average record of, I think it was either 5-11 or 6-10. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, this is just pissing me off. I see that the Bills ain't going nowhere, And I just said, hey, I'm just going to switch to another team. I'm done. Now I'm Patriots ever since 2010. 2009, 2010. It's been 7 years now. No matter what, I'm Patriot fan for life. No matter what. Elpresador, I can't see how you can be a Cleveland Brown fan with this guy who's egotistical. The man think he's doing every single thing right when he's messing up the Cleveland Browns more than ever. Nobody wants to coach. Think about that. Nobody wants to come that's above average. Nobody wants to come to Cleveland Browns to coach. Nobody. We're not going to see Hue Jackson after this season. I'm pretty sure that the Browns don't have to worry about him again. But here you go. You're going to have another Mike Patine or Hue Jackson because nobody really cares for the Cleveland Browns. Jimmy Haslam has to come extra out of his pocket to try to get somebody, to try to damn near bribe somebody in order to come to Cleveland. That's how bad Cleveland Browns has gotten. And I feel for Elpresador. You know what I'm saying? I feel for the guy. Why is it that every single season they can't get more? The Cleveland Browns cannot get more than 5 wins. They are the worst team in the NFL, and they've been the worst team for a long time. The worst team. I feel for y'all Cleveland Browns fans. I'm really making this video because I really feel for y'all Cleveland Browns fans. To have this jackass of a guy. He's such an egotistical son of a bitch. He thinks that he's doing everything right. I don't see how a person can have that much, man, he's just... What is wrong with Hue Jackson? What is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with him? Why can't you give this team... You came from the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals was doing pretty damn good, I think, when you was head coach. What is wrong with this guy? I tell you, one day y'all might get that head coach that y'all want. One day, Jimmy Haslam is gonna have to come a little bit extra out of his pocket, but one day you're gonna get that head coach. But you can fire Hue Jackson tomorrow. You can say, listen, we're tired of you losing, because they'll lose tomorrow, they'll lose the next week, and all weeks after that, and they'll just keep on losing. And Jimmy Haslam could just tell Hue Jackson, listen, we're tired of you losing. You got to go, okay? You're helping the Browns in no way possible, okay? We're not getting no rep, We're not making a wild card. We can't even get 5 games to win in this season because of you. So you got to go. So Hue Jackson could be gone. He could be fired. And then the next thing you know, you'll get another Mike Pettine or another Hue Jackson. That's how bad it is for Cleveland. I feel for you, Elpresador. I do feel for you. And, the guy just has a huge ego. And he made the Cleveland Browns the worst team in the NFL. I mean, they're so predictable. Every play that they do, it's like the defense already knows. That's how bad it's gotten. Interception. Last week, the quarterback, he threw an interception 4 yards into the end zone, 4 yards at the goal line, instead of running the damn ball in. Unbelievable. One day, y'all find that person that y'all need as quarterback, and one day, y'all get y'all stuff together. But for right now, in the near future, nobody sees it happening. Nobody see this team changing from from a 1-15 to like at least 7-9. When's the last time the Browns had a 7-9 record? They haven't. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible how bad that they is, and that there's no hope for this team. Jimmy Haslam can't do anything for the Cleveland Browns. Like I said, you can fire Hue Jackson, but what you gonna do about the Cleveland Browns being so damn predictable? What you gonna do? That's a huge problem itself. You know what I'm saying? If you are a predictable team, then any team that has even a slightly average defense is going to know everything that y'all do. And because you don't have a good quarterback, matter of fact, if you want to be good, it starts with having a good quarterback. That's what you need too. Not only a good coach, but you need a good quarterback. And the Browns just don't have one. It's terrible. Elpresador, go to another team, for real, because you're wasting your time with Hue Jackson and the Cleveland Browns. They're going nowhere. They're going nowhere. And you're going to be raging. I don't want to see you, because I want to see more videos of you, Elpresador, but I don't want you to have an aneurysm and throw your TV all over the place. Throw your remote, so like that, banging your head against the wall and, ending up in a coma or something like that. Because I was like that. I had that kind of rage. You know what I'm saying? But I picked a better team, And now I'm not banging my head against the wall anymore, because I know that the Patriots are going to go to the playoffs. Eventually, I know they're going to go to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? They're going to go with maybe a 13-3, maybe a 12-4, but that's good enough, So, anyway, this is a 14-minute video. I'm done. Hue Jackson, you had the biggest ego out of this world. You're the worst coach in the NFL, and I hope you get fired, because I don't want my man Elpresador to end up in the hospital because you are egotistical son of a bitch. And that's all I'm going to say. It's the Beard. I'm out. Peace.